He'll help with the question and answers. Rod's got a company called SpotMyBag. It's pretty self-explanatory behind me, what they do, and we're going to hear from Rod on his company that started here in Tulsa.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Rod Coulter. I'm with SpotMyBag. This is Steve Smith. He's a marketing guy, and Michaela McCloskey. She's our artist, our graphic artist. And SpotMyBag is a family business. We started back in June, officially. But the concept came a long time ago. I am historically been with a place called Unlob. It's a electromechanical power transmission distributor. So we help companies design their rotating equipment, and it's generally B2B. And sometimes I travel with that company, but I really like traveling with my family. I've got a gorgeous wife and 6 kids, and so when we travel, it's a circus. So it's kind of nutty. But how we started, the concept behind SpotMyBag started back whenever we were going down to Florida to go see the big mouse, and we saved our pennies and we decided to fly. Pretty exciting. After a couple delays, a couple flight delays, a little nuttiness, the mystery wore off, and it wasn't that fun to be at the airport. So here we are at the airport, at the baggage carousel. I've got a gorgeous wife with a kid on the hip, one hanging on the leg. I got a kid running around like an airplane. One kid is screaming, one's crying. I'm at the baggage carousel. I'm slinging off bags. And no lie, a little old lady taps the bag that I'm grabbing and says, "That's my bag, Sonny." And so I wasn't in a great mood, but she was right. I had mistaken my bag for someone else's. So I said, there's got to be a better way. And through the iterations, we got truck wraps, we did this, we did that. We finally came up with a design that works. On 4-wheel spinner luggage, you can put your own image, whatever you like, on your baggage. And so, totally unique, personalized, customized luggage. It is high quality, durable 4-wheel spinner luggage. You can go to our website, SpotMyBag.com. You can upload your own image, or you can ask our graphic team to help you with the design. 7 to 10 days, the bag will show up at your door. So it's a unique, totally unique idea. We brought some samples for you to check out and to understand kind of what we do. We're hoping our website is just as easy for grandma to upload her images than it is a corporate marketing manager to be able to put and use our website. After we've identified this is what we need to do to identify our luggage, it came to mind that corporations like it. And so we can put a corporate image on there, and so the people that are traveling for your sales team can advertise for your company everywhere they go, every time they get out. It truly works. So when I'm traveling with the Unlock company, I carry this bag on the plane. It's got some images on there for the products we sell. Invariably, someone will ask me about that. So it's a conversation starter. We've got people that put their grandkids on there. We got puppy dogs on there. This guy has a Corvette club, or he's in the Corvette club. He has a great Corvette. He loves talking about his Corvette, so he puts Corvette on there. So he's traveling through the plane. He's got other people that are like-minded. They're talking to them. So it opens up conversations and opportunities to make known what you like and what you do. Like I said, we have Michaela and a team that help graphically. If you can't decide what you want to do, we can put a collage together, throw a dozen pictures to her, and she can make magic on that. If you are good, or if you got a teenager that's pretty good at it, that's what you should do. Get your teenager to upload the image. So it's a great way to personalize and customize your luggage and to let people know what you're doing. Also, if you have, now these guys are still together, but let's say you got a picture of your girlfriend or boyfriend on there, and next week he breaks up with you, we can re-image it for you. So we can send you an image and re-image that bag for you. We support different ministries. Tulsa Boys Home is one of my favorites, but we support different ministries through the silent auctions. So reach out to us if you have a charity that you like. We'd like to help out. I generally don't share this kind of stuff in this kind of forum, but I spent 20 years at FEMC, so this church, I know this church very well. We all want to be part of something bigger. I myself, SpotMyBag, want to help dig wells in sub-Saharan Africa. And so we give towards currently Samaritan's Purse to get clean, living, fresh water to unreached people. So part of what we are, we're bigger than just a local company that makes really cool bags. We want to help support our community and the people around it. So I'm excited to share. We are brand new. I'm not real well versed in selling directly to individuals or corporations. I'm more B2B industrial, so I'm more caveman technology, and this is the digital kind of age we are entering. So I'd love some support, some help, some ideas on how we do that. We are also, we don't have a fishbowl, but we are having a contest. If you can go to our website and email us, spotmybag.com, with ideas, we'll enter you into a contest for a couple movie tickets, and we would love input about how we could reach a larger audience, how we can get people enthusiastic about SpotMyBag.
All right, well thank you, Ron. Now is the time that we, the community, get to engage with Ron and the SpotMyBag team to help them get to the next level, ask them questions to really accelerate their growth. So if you have a question, just get my or Dustin's attention. We'll get the microphone to you.
I have two questions. One is, who supplies the bag? And number two, what do these cost?
We provide the bags. We have a large inventory of bags that we have created this design. This is hard shell polycarbonate, ABS. You're more than welcome to come up, open them up, inspect them, take a look at these bags. So we have these bags in stock. North Utica is where we operate out of. We have a bunch of 8-year-olds in China prison that are putting these together. The 4-year-olds' fingers are better at putting those together. But no, truly, we get these. We got a truck, a container load from China on the raw product. Michaela brings a value add by putting the image in there. Bigger picture, we'd like to be able to buy these out of the United States for logistics reasons, but also internally, I'd like to do that. Big picture, I'd love to do that and then have another group of people that have a hard time getting jobs to put them together for us. So big picture, I want to do it here in the States. I don't know anybody who does this in the States, so that's where we're at right now. But that's where I get my bags, is from China, and they're not 8-year-olds in prison. They're really good.
And the second question was, how much do they cost?
Large ones are retail at $189, $169. Backpack, laptop, carry-on is $149. Okay, so it's comparable to other hard shell, polycarbonate, good quality luggage, 100% guaranteed. So if you get the picture back and your dog is looking funny or your kid's got cross eyes, we'll redo it. We'll make it right. If you don't like it for any reason, 100% guaranteed.
Is there anybody else who does this? Do you all have a patent or anything about it?
No, we don't have a patent on it, but there's nobody. When we started, there's nobody else doing it. There is another organization that sells sluggage out in California, and they have something like that. But nobody else. This is a brand new idea that we came up with. And I wish I had.
What's your sales target right now? Are you just advertising straight off the conveyor right now, or are you trying to go after companies? What direction are you going for sales, like short term and long term?
Well, our long-term mission, our goal is to have our AdWords and all internet-based. We have advertised above baggage claim at DFW. We have advertised on the radio. We sat in the mall during Christmas time. Okay, not recommended Saturdays at the mall. It was crazy. So I avoid the mall for any reason. We've been there, we've done that. We actually, currently, we have kiosks at the Elephant Trunk, 3 locations here in town. We have a kiosk at Patrick Henry College in Purcellville, Virginia. So we're trying to get into places where people buy luggage. But we need to capture the people that are interested in luggage, and they can see this as an opportunity. We have called directly to some large corporations. We've got a little bit of traction there. But I'm interested in how we get to those decision makers that can do that. Now, like people like a safety director as a prize, they've got a nice budget. Marketing people have a nice budget generally, especially if they're trying to advertise and they can get these awards out. But connecting with that person or that decision makers is not, we haven't really hit a home run yet there.
Kind of a follow-up to the statement you just made now. You mentioned B2B is pretty big where people are interested in it. Have you dedicated certain social avenues, so you do Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, have you dedicated each of those channels to a particular target audience?
We have a Facebook page. I'm old. So I've asked for young, smart people to help me out with that, but we're not getting that kind of, no, we don't have a dedicated Facebook page for B2B. We have a Facebook page, we have a Pinterest account. I was going to say something else. I don't know. There's a couple of Twitter. We have Twitter. There we go. The guy who knows more.
Well, I'll ask a question to you all because one of the challenges we see, we're primarily search. We're trying
Could you
to.
introduce yourself so you know who you are?
Oh, I'm sorry. Steve Smith, and I'm working with Rod on both of the businesses, but primarily trying to help increase the marketing aspect of SpotMyBag. It's a search functionality. We're an online business. We want the grandmas and the market managers to find us, but people don't search for customized luggage or personalized luggage. It's not even on their mind. So we're trying to answer the question. It's not search, it's discovery. We want people who are looking for luggage to find us and discover, oh, this is a new option. And we haven't quite gotten over that hump. Discovery is a whole different issue compared to search. And that's kind of where we are.
Steve, actually, I have a question. We've had several other companies that have come and pitched about, like Run Good Gear, where they've had kind of celebrity, various levels of celebrity endorsements. Have you all looked at various ways that you can maybe have someone with your bag and they can be spotted with your bag?
It's high on our list. Ellen, Oprah, Carrie Underwood. I mean, they're all on our list. It's a little bit tricky to break through those, but I think that's going to happen at some point. We're trying to work through the steps to do that. And I'm open. We're open to tips and hints to break into that exact area.
Any ideas on who that would be? We would love to. As we talked about earlier, we're excited to help other. Tulsa Boys Home. We support other charities, and it'd be kind of cool if we thought maybe a signed copy by a celebrity to be able to auction off. So if your brother-in-law or sister-in-law is Carrie Underwood, let me know.
So you talked a little bit about Facebook. Have you guys done the Facebook ads where you can literally target people that travel, people that are certain ages? Does that work?
We've only really just started to target that. We've got the presence. I would say we don't have some of the targeting that you're referring to, and the whole idea of AdWords trying to get us a little more focused, some remarketing kind of efforts on the Google side. I mean, there's a fairly long tail of things that we're open to, we're trying to do, but what do we do first, and where do we spend most of our time? It's a little overwhelming at times.
And then the second question that I have is, what about like an infomercial or one of those, what they call home shopping network, something like that, or even like the Shark Tank videos, something like that?
We've talked Shark Tank, Home Network, not so much.
Great ideas. We have limited budget, and those are at least from my understanding, are pretty sizable commitments to get a infomercial. But yeah, I love that idea. That's a great awareness idea, and HSN or MS home shopping stuff. Yeah, I think it would be a great hit there. We just have not broken through with that.
Those kind of build on that. With a promotion breakthrough, you can find some sort of secret, a basic one that Cal Morris from the store we've used with a couple of our clients is working inexpensively, is asking to get on these morning news programs. Talk about your project here. I have a lady that owns a wig store and does a lot of work for cancer treatment patients. All this stuff is free for the first time on, and then they have promotional things that you can use afterwards if that works. You know, the big steps that we talked about in brainstorming, going on to Amazon, or I like the idea of some sort of creative way that you could make this so cool, of the cool pictures with somebody, a celebrity, or even a Tulsa name person or something, carrying those bags and then rolling all this into a little YouTube presentation that you could put together and just get that thing rolling some way like that. But you know, it's the luck and the creativity using your marketing and your creative people here to develop something like that.
Great idea.
Hi guys. Have you considered any crowdfunding platforms like Indiegogo or Kickstarter?
Crowdfunding? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Am I dating myself?
I just didn't want to operate on any assumptions, but I think it would be good for a product like this. I'll talk to you about it after, but what are you thinking about for marketing, sales, whatever?
Fantastic. Let's talk. You know what crowdfunding is?
I have a basic understanding. At this time, we haven't needed to follow that approach. And I guess my question back to talk about it further would be, does the crowdfunding approach also help us sort of spread the word? I mean, I think we're in the mode of spreading the word more than the funding at this time, but they go together, obviously.
Partial suggestion, I suppose, if you're talking about wanting to be discovered and trying to get out and get exposure, I feel like you guys have the perfect opportunity to put something funny or something potentially viral on these and use them. I imagine you can skin those pretty cheap for inside cost. You can go through and create a series of some kind of funny pictures or novel pictures or pictures that blend together with the background and allow those to be shared with you and for you across these platforms. I know you don't have a big Twitter following, but I've seen people with 100 followers tweet something and it gets retweeted 2,000 times. And you guys had a perfect opportunity to do so.
Right, and I think we want to try to cross that idea with travelers. And to me, it's finding that concept and then blending it with the traveling marketplace.
Are you saying as in the bags going out between airports and people seeing those, or online?
Well, the customer, our customer, is at some point going to be some kind of traveler, but we're blending it with this concept of personalized and customized. So we're marrying these sort of two different markets.
I'd maybe suggest that your customer isn't always the traveler as much as a friend or a spouse or somebody related to a traveler. And if it's viral and fun and interesting, this is a gift that I can easily see somebody buying for somebody who's on the plane all the time. All the more reason to be socially spreading discovery, not just targeting travelers, but to everybody.
Very good point.
Any ideas on what viral means? What would be funny? What would be cute? What would be a viral thing?
Well, I saw on your Facebook you had one that had a neck pillow. The lady was like falling behind her, and it looked like her butt was a baby's neck pillow. Things like that are viral because they're funny, they're novel, and people share those because they're amusing. But with this, I can't. I'm not very creative. I just see those opportunities.
That's great.
I had one thought for you all to do the breaking with the corporate B2B stuff. Universities have a big branding initiative they're trying to do. So I can see this with a big team blue on it, or OSU and having the whole team take them on a trip to the away game. So that might be one avenue. And those we've seen pretty well. I think those colors are right, really easy to put on there. I think that would be a really good idea. My other question to you all is, because you don't have a patent on this process, have you thought of any ways to kind of protect it, keep other people from taking this idea?
No. We're hoping to be the first one on the block, to be the Kleenex of tissues. But we're not getting the viral. I thought this would be, build a better mousetrap, they would run to me. That didn't happen, so now hey, we're over here, kind of thing.
How many have you sold?
We have sold probably 100 in the past 6 months. We've got a couple of big corporate clients that are dangling, now we need a couple 150 or 150 here to do that. And so that would double our production for the year.
As far as the viral stuff goes, I have a few creative ideas that I'd like to share with you guys after and look up on shameless plug. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of directions you can go with it. I think it's great. High five.
So I have a question. What's the biggest hurdle that you're going to face with, okay, you've sold 100 over the last 6 months, what if you sell 10,000 over the next 6 months? How are you going to be able to scale that?
Logistics would be the biggest thing. Getting those little 8-year-olds to make bags faster. Getting them over here probably. We can scale here with our current inventory and be able to do that. 10,000 would be, we can get 3,000 out this month. We are capable of doing that. We have other folks that, through Unlock and some other temp agencies, we can get the manpower to get this done. Michaela can get those done. The biggest hurdle would be getting another container over here. And so we would wait for that big boat to get over here.
I have a question here. How are you using your existing customers to help share your story? Like, I'm imagining you having a contest and saying a photo contest, whoever has the best photo gets a free bag of some sort, and that gets the people who already like what you do to share about what you do.
Love that idea. We're working on things like that to get, not multi-level, but to get 2 friends to tell 2 friends to tell 2 friends and do that. So, love the idea of a contest. Where's Waldo kind of thing. Where did you find the bag? Give me the pictures and you get discounts. And your friends will get discounts. And do you have a charity? We want to help support that through that. So, love that idea. We don't have anything concrete on that.
I mean, the Facebook presence, Instagram, even Twitter, Pinterest, we've had some traffic with. So all of those are really our starting point with that community. Making it go beyond that is kind of where we are right now. We're anxious to get some better feedback on that.
Is there some kind of like identifiable brand mark or like some kind of image that you put on all the bags that could help people recognize you more, or is that just on? I see it's on about half of them.
It's on about half.
About half of them. Not on these half.
They all have a small logo.
So there's a logo similar to this on the bottom of them. We are trying to put the image on here and kind of catch on. Sometimes the consumer says, no, I don't want that on my puppy dog's head. Other times it's no big deal.
So when I see these, and you've already mentioned it, I see a corporate branding opportunity. And when I'm a marketing promotions person, when I'm looking for these type of things, I go to a promotion marketing company like Prairie Productions down the road in Boston. I'm guessing you probably know Carter Marsh already. But when I'm looking for these things, I'm usually sent these big old catalogs, an inch thick of all these promotional items, but they're all through the companies. Is there something that you've looked at as far as teaming up with these promotion companies that do the printing and everything, and maybe have them be a reseller of your products so you get in the corporate offices through their magazines and things to reach the people that your target market is?
One of our companies that we use is called High Court. I don't know if anybody's familiar with those guys. They're a promotional company like that. And so we not necessarily partnered with them. We've used them in the past for unlock and other things. And so we're asking them to take these to their corporate clients. So that's our model, is to do that, and we give them a discount, obviously, where they can make some money, and then it goes to the corporate clients. And so Quick Trip, Cimerex, there's a bunch of others that they're out there knocking on the doors. But no, beyond that, we have not asked the company that you mentioned just down the street. Sometimes they see it as a competition because they can go online and do it. And so we've had some pushback from some other corporations like that, but HighCorp's real open to growing their business through these products. Great idea.
Have you considered maybe luggage tags that have your logo on it, and that way your logo is a little bit more prominent on every bag?
Not a bad idea, yeah. We have promoted, that's what I don't have on there, but this is my son, by the way. We have got, you can put your name on the side or anywhere, truly, and that is, so you back tag, you don't really need a back tag. So there's a rub, is I'm trying to promote.
You may need the bag tag.
Yeah, it's not
The
the
customer item, but it says the company, that may be.
Right. So you can show off. You're right, I agree. When you said that, I thought, that's a good idea.
One thought I had after you mentioned the branding on the bags, I said you considered maybe charging a higher price to keep or charging a lower price if they decide they don't want that on there. A higher price if they keep it on there. I'm thinking of my Amazon Kindle. If I don't want the ads on there, I pay like $20 less. So that's one way you might get a little bit extra revenue, a little bit of extra space for the ad, or give people the option of having it. Then my other question is, what kind of stuff have you all done to see if people really actually want these? I think it's a cool idea, but I don't know that I would buy it. Maybe I'd love for somebody else to buy it. I think it's a cool idea, but what kind of stuff have you all done to ask? Have you gone to the airport and walked around with them and had people ask you questions? Have you brought them to people and asked them stuff? What kind of stuff have you done for that?
That's a great point. You're probably a lot like me. You use your 8th grade gym bag or a Walmart bag for most of your life. Yes. We did not. I'm kind of impulsive, and so that I did not do any market research prior to that. I just said, it's a great idea. It's one of those things where in college I had a lot of great ideas, and then about 6 months later, 9 months later, I didn't act on them, and someone else did. And so literally, when I had this idea, I prayed and asked God to shut that door. But it kept laying open and open and open. So no, I didn't do market research. But when I travel through the airport, it's unbelievable the reactions we get. Where'd you get that? Oh my wife is so embarrassed when I'm handing things out to people as I walk through the airport. So I feel like I haven't done any actual market research, but it's one of those gut feelings that I feel like it's something that could go and could go viral, could go big, and we're ready for it.
What's the durability of said product?
Well, when I first started out, I said, kids, 6 kids, here, take it out to the parking lot, kick it, run, throw it. So I've taken, I don't have my bags here, but thousands and thousands of miles. A lot of gorillas, baggage handlers have done it. I've thrown it around. The wheels are durable and the handles are durable. Those are the biggest things that fail on the bags. If you go to our YouTube, we actually got somebody standing on this in between 2 chairs. Not me.
I'm talking about more from like a corporate marketing perspective, in looking at if it gets just really scuffed and nastified, can you recode that? I mean, they're all glossy and shiny right now, but I mean, if someone's dragging a crowd like a QT wheel,
good point.
And a half later.
True. Yeah. If you get a knife, you can stick right through it. It will scratch up. These are pelted from when it's laying on flat. That doesn't actually scrape. The large ones are going to be the most vulnerable because they're the ones you check. They're the guys that are going to throw them. And what will happen is, more than likely, someone else's black wheel will scrape across the middle of your bag. But that is, you can buff that. You can wet rag will get that off. The carry-ons really don't ever get damaged. I mean, yes, they can get scratched up, they can get nastified, but they're pretty durable. They're pretty durable, they do last, but we recommend that if it gets really scratched up, that you buy another one.
So there's a few questions here. One is, have you ever thought about just going and dropping baggage on carousels during like high traffic times and brand them to where they say you can't find your bag? You know, SpotMyBag.com. Because one of the things a lot of people do is they put a ribbon on their handle, or they put a piece of tape, or they do something to identify their bag easily. So going through high traffic times and dropping the bags in there, I mean, it's no different than someone purchasing some advertisements on the wall, the elevator doors like the Tulsa International, or, you know, I don't know what kind of obstacles you would have with the airport authorities, but it's not you can get in there, or even like on the carousels themselves, putting some kind of laminate on them, so your image is rolling around the whole time. That's an idea.
Yep, truly, whenever I travel or with my family, and every time I make them, you know, sometimes I flip them back over and they go around and around. We have actually thought about going there and being like just plop it on there, like we're not traveling, but there's guys with these yellow, silver stars that make you not just hang out by the baggage curve. So, great idea though.
Another one is just leveraging Twitter. So I just say quick search on like lost baggage, can't find my bag. And a lot of people are frequently tweeting that they can't find their baggage or they have lost baggage. So getting someone on your guys' Twitter and responding to them, be like, you won't have this issue anymore, so, you know, create your bag and SpotMyBag and stuff like that. Just really leveraging it. One of the misconceptions of Twitter is people use it as a platform to feed information rather than to listen. So really leveraging it, hearing what the market's saying, your consumers are saying that potentially you would use your product, I think that'd be valuable. It's free this time.
Great idea.
You know,
my bag's turned upside down every time I fly, and I didn't notice your design on both sides of the bag.
The handle contraption is hidden behind here, so you wouldn't have that clear image. So we have thought about putting a decal or some sort of identifying mark on in this area here, but we can't do both sides easily.
All right. One last question that we end every pitch with. What can we as a community do to help support the SpotMyBag?
Tell your friends and neighbors. Come to our Facebook page. Send me ideas on our email address. Give me some ideas and we'll reward you. Help us find areas and avenues that we can get to the people.
What's your email address?
Rod at SpotMyBag.com, Michaela at SpotMyBag.com, and Steve at SpotMyBag.com. SpotMyBag.com, to go back to the contacts, that's where it's all located. We would love to show you. I mean, it's a block building. We are, in North Utica, where there's no windows for a reason, kind of place. But we'd love to show you our operation if you want to come see it.
All right, give it up for SpotMyBag. Thanks, everybody. All right, we've got a few announcements here. We're going to have some announcements in a minute.
That's a joke, Brad. Is that Brad? Yes.
Yeah, if you all follow Brad on Twitter, there's free jokes. So just to give you all a little heads up about kind of what's going to happen this summer. So you all know that we were just at the organizers summit for all the 1 Million Cups cities, all 40 cities around the United States. One of the things we're going to be doing this summer is we're going to start trying some of these themed weeks. So, normally the companies have to meet this certain criteria, but there's lots of really cool and exciting entrepreneurship things going on in Tulsa that don't necessarily meet those themes. So we're going to, over the course of the summer, we're going to do 1 week a month. We're going to do things like talk about food trucks. We're going to talk about the arts and entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about high school students and what they're doing with entrepreneurship. So there's going to be lots of really exciting things. So if you have ideas for one of those themed weeks, and be like, oh, I have this business idea or this business that doesn't quite fit the scalable model that normally requires, grab one of us and let us know. And we may not have time to do it all this summer, but we definitely want to put it on the calendar. So, announcements. So exciting. Topeka donates all of our coffee, and the 2014 U.S. Barista Champion used Topeka coffee. So that's pretty exciting. So give it up for Topeka. You can also email Tulsa at 1millioncups.com to get our newsletter. We email out all the announcements, plus who's going to be presenting every Monday. Mr. Barron takes care of that and is awesome at it. Paul from Helostrap was one of the Journal Record Innovators of the Year. He was one of our first presenters here at 1 Million Cups. Clean NG also was one of the Innovators of the Year, also a presenter here.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Slipped by somehow. Vest party. A lot of vests. So.
They're also an innovator of the year.
That's right. So we're really excited. We love meeting here at Foolish Dates, and so Street Cred, Type Pros event is really exciting. It's going to have to be May 4th. That's this Sunday. Oh, wow, it's already May. So they're going to be just working in this neighborhood and working on building up that urban core, making Tulsa more walkable, more livable. It's going to be really exciting. So you can search Street Cred, go on the Type Pros website, learn more about that. If you were here last week, actually has a fundable campaign, so you can search fundable and Seah, and you can get on and check out more. They also have a great kind of explainer video, talks more about what they do. Startup Basics is this Thursday, tomorrow, with SCORE. SCORE is a great resource if you're looking at starting a business, about connecting with professionals on legal, accounting, all sorts of stuff you need to know. And then Tim already talked about this, but today is our 6-month anniversary. It's very exciting. So thanks for being part of our community. And invite your friends if you want to wear blue pants. Fancy pants. So we need from you all is just more. There's a lot of weird jokes going on this morning. We just want more people to come and know what's going on. We have a lot of really exciting companies lined up for the next few months, so be sure and get on the website, 1millioncups.com/Tulsa. You can see the lineup, what's coming. So again, thanks for being part of our community, and we'll see you all next week.